plane crashes, person walks up, reporter sees the plane crash, and I asked you, how did you get here? And you say, well, I'm here. No, I'm not asking you if you're here. We know you're here because you're able to talk. What I'm asking is, how did you survive the plane crash?
Sure.
What I want to know is, given time, chance, natural processes in conjunction with evolutionary theory and naturalism, how can you trust the deliverances of your cognitive faculties?
Because our cognitive faculties have evolved in such a way to be conducive to our survival, because they work.
But that doesn't answer the question. That tells me how they were conducive to survival. That doesn't tell me if they cognate for truth.
Well, that's true. I think they're...
So you're admitting.
No,
you're admitting
agree.
Darwin's doubt.
I agree with you that there's no way to come to any sort of absolute certainty that we all come from certain presuppositions. I agree with that. I think leaping from there to the Christian God is absurd.
I understand that. Well, you're an unbeliever. We understand it. But what we want to know is, if your mind is just the product of time, chance, and natural processes, and you're fizzing atheistically and I'm fizzing theistically, we're just all fizzing. We're dancing out our DNA and our social conditioning. How much time do I have, moderator?
2.5.
Okay, thank you. If we're all just dancing out our DNA and our social conditioning, how does that code for truth? How is that veridical to the real world?
It doesn't code for truth, right? It codes for what works in this life.
Okay, let me just get to the next question. We're spending a lot of time there. Does this debate have to follow absolute laws of logic?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Fantastic.
If we're using the Bible.
Yes,
Remember that, folks. Remember that, folks. This debate doesn't have to follow logic. That's going to come into real handy when they start asking us questions. Okay, Dustin? 2 minutes.
Okay.
To the Christians, how can a God save only 1/5 of the world's population and send the other for 4/5 or other 4/5 to an eternal hell? Is the belief in a Christian God a form of mass tribalism against another mass tribe?
Well, since logic doesn't always hold, ice cream has bones, the purple penguin says much, therefore God exists. That's my answer.
How does the atheist account for or explain love?
We're a species that evolved with important social interdependencies. We love people because they add value to our lives. I think that's as simple as that.
I would ask how you define love as well, because do the emperor penguins love each other even though they stay together for their entire lives? Do other species of animals love each other? How do you define love as according to species?
You stated the Bible contains poetic language. That suggests that it's open to multiple interpretations. So why should anyone value your interpretations and no one else?
Well, since this answer doesn't have to be logical, no, I'm not going to. But you understand what it's like if you deny logic. See, the thing is, I'm not going to live up to their worldview and deny logic. I'm going to assume that our world is true and give a logical answer. But if I were to be consistent with their worldview, I wouldn't have to. I want you people to keep in mind when I give an answer like that. Another thing is,